a little lunch break check-in. I added about 5 types to the website no, 7 types, 5 new types, and then like 2 types like Prima Tali and stuff like that. That'll be kind of limited. I have a ton of peppers out there. I'm waiting for them to ripen. Nothing spicy. I'm just having a Chick-fil-A sauce on these pre-made chicken. The sauce is actually really good. I've never had Chick-fil-A in my life. Never had Chick-fil-A. By the way, I think the way things worked out, I have about 60 or 70 new subscribers in the past 28 days. I'll have to double check. And I'm getting close to, I think, 1,700 watch hours. My goal is 4,000. I should be putting new stuff on the site every day. I'm not sure if I'm putting anything on today. I'll have to look at my trays. I have about 30 trays I need to process today, and I need to de-seed. Bad storm came through last night. I haven't even been out there yet. But I'm going to go out there shortly, like after this. So. Sorry. It's lunch break. I'm on here for a limited time as I just threw my chicken on the table. So if you guys have grow questions, go ahead and ask here. General grow questions are A-okay for my YouTube. General grow questions, I just don't have time on private messenger. You guys can read some good growing books, Google, or ask the groups. Sometimes I'll answer a question. Hello, Chili. Chili 131313. So, I'm pretty impressed. I got a lot of new subscribers. That means I should technically get higher numbers. I have a lot more to put on the web. Oh, I'm not sure if I'm putting anything on the website today. Probably just increased numbers that were lower. That's today's agenda on the JP reality show. And what else am I doing? Yeah, I'm definitely going to be adding probably at least 20 more types this week. Today's only, what, Tuesday? All orders have been shipped except for the last 2 because they just came in. I usually ship about once a day, anywhere from 4 to 6 times a week. I do fast shipping. It's kind of goofy. I'm sitting here eating pre-made chicken from a grocery store. I just heated it up using that Chick-fil-A sauce. It's kind of like a mustard mayonnaise, semi-spicy. It's not really spicy. And I never, ever in my entire life ate Chick-fil-A. Never. I also plan on cranking out some reviews, but I got to get through the next 2 weeks of de-seeding and adding stuff to the website. Oh. I don't have the stuff in front of me. I added some Prima Talis back to the website. So I got the reds, the chocolate, and the golden. It's been a very rainy season. It started raining about 3:30, 4 o'clock last night. Woke me up about 5 a.m. And then I woke up about 9 a.m., which is, I usually wake up at 6 and start my day, but I did work till 2 a.m. Yeah, I didn't even get a break yesterday for a Monday. Worked all Sunday, Monday, I don't mind. I love it. So how's everybody doing today? All right. Comment section here on live. I know there's 4 people here. Tell me where you're from and how's your weather. South Florida really hot. Pittsburgh, so you know. Storms woke me up too. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're. I remember sending an order for you, Scott. I can't remember what exact area you're in, but somewhere around here. I live like 40 minutes from Pittsburgh. Now I'm just going. We're all going back to the bones and picking through the meat. I think we all do it. All right. That's done. Lunch is over. You're in Baldwin, like Cool Springs. Okay. So you're Baptist, like Baptist Road. Okay. I know there's Cool Springs, and then there was a batting range around the corner. I'm not sure if the batting range is still there. I don't think you live on Baptist Road, though. I probably pass your house when I go into Pittsburgh. I go into Pittsburgh about once every 2-3 weeks. Yes, I do. I have a question for you, Scott. That plaza, okay, like Cool Springs is there, and that plaza that sits up there, it's a restaurant. Did Mario Lemieux buy into that? I'm pretty sure. I thought that was like the Mario Lemieux Plaza or something like that. I knew he was going to buy into it, and then I don't know. Lois Drive. Yeah. You know, I know somebody else who lives out that way too. Oh, this is bad. I probably know one of your neighbors too, oddly enough. It's bad. It's actually pretty bad. I don't remember the person's name. Oh, man. I'm drawing a blank. I have many neighbors that grow spicy peppers. That's cool. Nobody on my street grows peppers here. Mostly from Nepal. That's interesting that a topic of discussion, Nepal, has come up recently. I know a lot. I don't personally know, but I know of a lot of people from Nepal that came into the Pittsburgh area. And my sister got involved as ESL, English as a second language, and she has been teaching those people, possibly even your neighbors, how to speak English. Well, at least they're students. Arsenic Element. Hello. Now, I always remember you're from New Jersey. Yeah, it's a small world. I will say that, Scott. I've met people here on pepper groups and stuff that I've met before and didn't even realize it. Man. Who was I talking to? This is just completely irrelevant. Okay. Now I remember. It was a friend of mine I ran into this weekend that I went to college with, and he was telling me he actually watched me play hockey back in the day. And I'm like, dude, you live like 100 miles away. He's like, state tournaments and stuff like that. He's like, I definitely watched you. You were a high scorer and all that stuff. I'm like, yes, I was. I was center. So I'm like, yeah, it's a small world. So a friend of mine who became a friend years later in college actually watched me years ago as a kid or a teenager, whenever it was, in state tournaments. Not that he recognized me, but knew my team. Yeah, it's a small world, you know. Not to sound like Disney. So let's see what else is going on. Arsenic. Oh, okay. Arsenic element. How is your weather? I mean, this is going to be the topic of discussion. Weather. Just because it really is, you know, the topics of discussion in the world right now are weather and U.S. troops coming back. Those are the two topics. I don't get into those other non-pepper topics, but, you know, I don't. I try not to talk about politics. It just divides people. Everybody has their opinions. My opinion is I don't like any politics. Hey, Jimmy, I have a ton of Brazilian starfish growing, but they're dropping off before turning yellow. Any tips? Okay, it's hot in New Jersey. All right, so let me think about this. I have a ton of Brazilian starfish growing, but they're dropping off before turning yellow. Now, okay, Mervis Purvis. Do you mean the flowers or the peppers? Yeah. Let me know. Do you mean the flowers or the peppers? Oh, the actual peppers. Okay, for me to determine what's going on with your plant, it's a process. So, I mean, pictures would be better. But I could start going through the process here. Your peppers will fall off if you have heavy rains or hail, strong winds. Thank you, whoever just placed an order. There's just variables. I don't know what's going on with your plant unless I look at pictures. Garden State Gardener, hello. So I ask you these questions, and you could get back to me. Hey, Dirk, you caught me live. So, Purvis, tell me a little bit more about your plant. Is what color's the leaves? Are they yellow? Is there a lot of insects? If you have aphids, that will happen with your plant. So check underneath your leaves. A lot of aphids will go there, and they'll weaken the structure of your plant and everything. So peppers will fall off that way. Humidity, if the humidity's too high, that can happen as well. Same thing with flower drop. And let me think of another possibility. Nutrients, if you're using too much nutrients of a certain type, you can actually get nutrient block, but it can really just do damage to your plant. I mean, less is more in the pepper growing world. Less is more. So I think I covered every aspect that I possibly could have in that, without looking at a picture. So, okay, leaves are green, everything else looks healthy, peppers look great, and I have a lot of them. They're just staying green, but okay, I'm in Texas, very hot, because you said they were falling off. That could be it right there. Also, it's important for me to be as honest as possible in order to help people. I will always tell you my weak points on information, which is actually like shade cloth. I know people in Texas that are growers, they all use shade cloth, or they're growing closer to the house or underneath a tree, which can be good, it can be bad. So, the probability might be humidity, or not humidity, just the heat. Heat and humidity is two separate things, you know. I know some friends who went down south recently and they were in Arizona, or no, not Arizona, I'm sorry, Nevada, and it was 115 degrees, but it felt cooler in Nevada than 80 degrees in the Pittsburgh area because of the humidity. Humidity plays a big part in a lot of things. Brings a lot of moisture, which can bring root rot, leaf diseases, stuff like that. Okay, now getting to your Brazilian starfish yellow, that they're not ripening. Let me ask you this: how long have they been fully developed without being ripe? And that way, I could help you that way. Okay, let's get back to a couple other questions. Well, Mervis Purvis actually gets back to me on that question. Starting to get back to normal temperature in western Washington, but still in drought, Dirk says. Chili 131313 says, my plants literally struggle so much in the summer heat. Here during the hottest months, I keep short stubby palm trees. Yes. Yes. All right. Well, regardless of what your answer is, Mervis Purvis. Okay, here you go. Here we go. Probably about a month. I have other pepper plants coming in very nicely. Just going to start dropping before they ripen. Yeah, dropping before they ripen. Based on you're in Texas, I suggest shade cloth. I'm not sure what level you're gonna. That's something. That's actually a good question for either a local nursery or people who live in Texas. You could go to a pepper group on Facebook and say, "Hey, listen, I'm in Texas. I'm interested in shade cloth. What number should I use? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it goes up to 7. I don't remember. Depends upon your area and your grow and everything else. Also, yeah, about a month. Each pepper ripens differently. The thicker the pepper, the longer it takes. I'll give you an example. Brown jalapeno. I have huge peppers out there. I need to take some pictures of my brown jalapeno on the plant, and I got to stake the one plant. It's freaking fully loaded. The peppers are like this. They're real thick, real heavy. They take forever to ripen. It takes a lot of nutrients up. Also, if you want to ripen your peppers faster, you could start using phosphorus and potassium. However, if you're going to be a seed vendor, seed saver, seed trader, what have you, using too much can actually damage your seeds. So I can't tell you exactly what you need to add to actually get them to ripen a little faster, just because there's variables and stuff like that. One thing you can do is get banana peels, mince them up, mince those banana peels as small as you can, put them in a mason jar 48 hours. I usually, people say strain it, whatever. I mean, that's fine. I use my fingers and I strain it and I pour it over the plant. Each plant, it fully developed. I'm seeing more and more growers. The community is growing larger and larger, which is beyond fantastic. Hell yeah. It's just a lot of growers. I look for trends, and it could reflect upon my future videos. A lot of people are growing their plants 1 foot tall. You need to actually really grow your plant to get the best results. Yeah, thank you, Mervis. Great advice, he says. I'll try the banana peels and check with the nursery. Thanks. You're welcome. I'm here to help. I have 8 plants growing from your seeds, and they're doing awesome. Really appreciate the help. I really appreciate you subscribing. And actually assume you're subscribed. Subscribers are skyrocketing. What did I get? 30 subscribers in 48 hours. That's great. That's awesome. I added about 7 more types to the website, jppepperseeds.com. I know somebody said hello, and I didn't say. James J, hello. Grilling and chilling with Mojo. Hello. Thank you for joining and watching. Wow, I tell you what, I got 10 people watching. This is freaking great. So, yeah, I mean, I give grow advice here. A lot of people ask me, I do draw the line on certain things. I smile a lot and I laugh a lot about certain things, aspects of the community. And actually, this was not about me. Somebody made a video, I'm not saying who, but it was not about me, but it can and it could be, and it basically is. I know other vendors, brand new vendors came in and made a video. You know, so when somebody asks you where you get your supplies and how to become a legit company and how to do this, you should take all the time in the world to teach them. Hell no. You know, as the 80-year-old black lady coming out of church says, oh, hell no. Hopefully that didn't come off goofy, but. Or that one meme that was going around. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm working 16 hours a day. So I don't have time for all that, but I try to make time for you guys. I really do love the community. I absolutely love what I do. But there's certain information I'm not going to give. Like where I get my supplies. I have researched for 10 years on the best places to get supplies. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not here to train competition, but what my motto is, which I should write it on my instruction sheets or even a business card, your success is my success. But if somebody's high success, if it's a competitor, could actually lower my success. How so? They buy seeds from me, they don't get regulated, they don't isolate, and then they could sell for $3 to $4 a pack. And it's better you buy isolated, and it's better you buy from a registered company and stuff like that. You know, and I'm not putting anybody down at all. It's just when you put your time, hard energy, you're not going to train. Now, I know 4 or 5 vendors that I talk to that are good people, solid good people, great people. Some of these people I look up to, and, you know, they all get frustrated. They're like, yeah, you know, sometimes, you know, actually, now I think of it, talking about this stuff is actually good because it makes me think of things, how I could do things better. So when I talk to the other vendors, what I can tell them, people asking a lot of grow questions, is tell them to subscribe to my channel and I could try to help and train somebody how to grow, but not how to be a competitor. That's just ridiculousness. You know, there's things that I've learned and I'm still learning. Also, I want to say something. This is just random thoughts, basically. When I write hanging out, it's total random thoughts. People be nice to one another. Like, seriously, people be nice to one another in the groups. There's a lot of new people. I admit, I'm an honest guy. I admit I've had some chuckles with some other people. Like, dude, check out this post, or check out this. I can't believe somebody said that or showed this. And they're like, wow, they're totally off. It's like, yeah, it's kind of comical, but it's sad. So, you know, let people know in a professional manner. I noticed the post. Okay. I'm going to use an example and I'll get back to comment sections. I'm going a little bit longer than normal because I got 10 people here, which is freaking awesome. I'll also share this out if you wish. So, what was good? Somebody made a post, I think it was 2 days ago, I think it was Sunday. They made a post and they said, oh, here's my harvest picture. And it was a nice harvest picture, but it was a bunch of stuff that was unripe. And everybody, we're talking, everybody jumped on this person. When you see unripened peppers, people are like, Verde sauce, Verde sauce, Verde sauce. That's always, that's actually a great suggestion towards the end of the year when you can't get your peppers ripened. It's becoming winter time. But man, these people tore this girl apart. She left her post up, which I probably would have took it down. But she's new. I don't know why she didn't let her peppers ripen. I think the excitement is, so you know what? Be nice to that person. That person can help you out 5 years down the line. Be nice to one another. It's crazy some of the stuff I see. But yeah, I kind of giggled about it too. But we don't have to let the person know we giggled. All right, Hot Sauce Junkie Tim. Hey, by the way, how are you doing, Hot Sauce Junkie Tim? It's nice to see you here. Hey, don't just subscribe to my channel, folks. Subscribe to some of these good folks in there. Hot Sauce Junkie Tim, him and his wife do videos. I'll tell you what. Sorry, I got distracted. Bird. Not in here, but I'm going to do something. Hold on. Thank you. Okay, this is what I'm doing. Hot Sauce Junkie Tim, don't go anywhere. Why can't I do this? Oh, I was going to make you a moderator. That way you can drop your link to help your channel. Why can't I do it? It won't let me do it. That's freaking crazy. Justin Stagger says, I'm canning some pickled 7-pot pickled peppers today. Awesome. Hot Sauce Junkie Tim says, my problem last year was I waited for the pods to ripen. Some of them rotted as they ripen. Yeah, if there's a lot of moisture in there and stuff like that. Thank you for sharing, Grilling and Chilling. Okay. Hey, I just came back. I am a vendor, but not of seeds. I sell seedlings in the spring. I did not know that, Scott. That's cool. Yeah, never train somebody to be better than you. That is right. Okay, I'm going back to the comments. Chili131313 says, Jimmy, did you TIG weld or another type? I did TIG welding. I did TIG, MIG, stick, flux core, spray arc. So yeah, I did all that. Yes, I did TIG. I did a lot of TIG welding for on a torque converter on the hub. I did repairs. Recon is short for remanufacturing, reconstruction. So we had so many different names. Asymmetric Recon, Axion. So, I don't know. Hey, since you're here, Hot Sauce Junkie Tim, would you like to do some reviews for me since you're here? Johnny Scoville has been selling me your seeds in his reviews. I keep getting sucked in. Thank you, Johnny, and thank you, Charlie. Okay, yeah, I'll have to get you something together. I think I have your address. Private message right now or right afterwards. Do it right now so I don't forget or you don't forget. Private message me your address and I'll send you something out. Also, let me know how many reviews can you do. I want, this is where reviewers make a mistake with me. I want one pepper per review. And the reason I do that is I need to start doing a couple things different too. I could actually start teaching you guys a little bit of analytics based on my analytics, and we could correspond on and ping off of each other on the internet. I should be making a sheet. I made a sheet last year and no reviewers ever did it. But yeah. Did you foot pedal or push button on the torch? Just curious. I did both of it. Yeah, when you do the push pedal, that's when you have the wire that's fed through for the TIG welder. I used the TIG welder that had a, I keep doing this, cooling system. It had a hose and water came through. And it's because you're going to burn up your tip for your TIG welder. You have your ceramic. Usually it's ceramic, that pinkish ceramic for your TIG welder. And your electrode in there. And you do that for so long. You're doing your C cuts. I call them like C cuts. Kind of hockey when you're doing backwards. You're doing the C cuts, C cut, C cut, C cut. Kind of reminds me when you're TIG welding. And then you have your feeder wire, or sometimes it depends upon my station I worked for the day. I could talk about welding all day. I did welding for 17 years. So there's that. Okay. That's what we have. My boss prefers push button, which is nice because we're a productive shop. Never use the foot pedal. All right, I'm doing really well in here. I got 12 people. Yeah, Johnny's been promoting me, and I actually hired an analytics person to work on my YouTube. If you guys noticed, I don't know if you guys noticed, but my numbers are skyrocketing for views during live videos and for my regular jppepperseeds.com. Guys looking for seeds, I always got to promote myself. jppepperseeds.com. Need to jump off, Jimmy. Hope you have an awesome week. Thank you very much. Thank you for subscribing and all that. Hot Sauce Jackie Tim. I did wire feed welding. I was terrible at TIG welding. The truth of the matter is I was horrible at welding for the first 3-4 months during welding school. I mean, they hated me, but I worked and I worked. I showed up an hour early before class and an hour afterwards. So I got an extra 2 hours of time, and I always stopped in on a Saturday. It was a 2-year program before I was certified NDT. I was certified NDT, non-destructive testing. You could do testing for destructive testing as well. And I was government. I had government classifications and everything for what I did, because I did a lot of government work at one time. But yeah, it's... Hello, Lawn Dog. Obsessive Gardener. What's going on? I'd be here, Jimmy, Lawn Dog says. So I have so many people on here, I almost feel like staying longer. I had my lunch. Might eat another quick snack. I got a lot of work to do. Chili 1333 says, I was a shop hand sweeping floors for a few weeks and then pulled my boss to the side and said, give me a chance. That's cool. Okay. Oh, you waited for a couple years and you're still horrible. Maybe you needed the right teacher. Or it's either the right teacher, it's a steady hand. One thing I know about welding is the more you have all these thoughts in your head, the worse off you are. You want tunnel vision. That's exactly, it's like, you got your mask on, you got your tunnel vision. You don't want to think about anything. Wipe it all out. The only thing you're looking at is the arc. That's all you want to look at is that arc and steady hand. I mean, like you don't want to go like this. You do, I mean, if you want to with your techniques. It's like this became a welding video. Let's see. Long Dog says the school and policy told him the only tech was the book. Okay, let's go back. The man, the legend, the pickles. Hey, Jimmy, grabbing a bite. Catch you live. Great day. Anthony P., thank you for being here. Yeah, my teachers were good. I will say, my teachers were pretty good. Laugh out loud. Sorry, Jimmy. I don't know why you're apologizing. Looks like you didn't. You're all good. I don't know. So the agenda, my agenda, I was kind of treat this as a reality show. Oh, no. That's fine. We can talk about other stuff on here too. One thing I should do is do another tour. I got to stop doing that. Sorry, Jim, for not posting at work, just listening away, just using. Hey, it's perfectly fine. Garden State Gardener, I appreciate you being here. It's great. I love connecting with people. I got all my orders out except for 2 or 3, because 2 or 3 just came in. I've been cleaning up my area. I got to cut the grass here at this place, and I don't know if I can. I do want to get in 1 to 3 more videos at least for a walkthrough tour, show you some peppers on the plants, stuff like that, show you leaf structure, show you maybe a couple things that can help out others, the general public. And what else? What else is there? I need to do more pepper reviews. That needs to happen. Jimmy, do you ever use cover cropping for peppers? No, I isolate, so I don't need to cover cropping. Let's see. Okay, I was so happy. You have a chocolate pimentel pot on my plant. I hope for more. Awesome, brother. And by the way, I'm uploading a ton more. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that is. I was thinking I should have. I have multiple crosses. I have made the decision. I'm not releasing this year. 2 crosses I'm working on. Actually, I'm working on more than 2, but there's 2 crosses I want to release. I decided not to release this year. I want to just stabilize it even more. The consistency is pretty good. It's slightly off, so I seed select. And I'm going to go probably at least 1 more year. Let's see. Yep, this season I went with buckets instead of planting in the ground. Sometimes the planting in the ground's better. Sometimes garden beds are better. Sometimes containers. It all depends. It depends upon your development level. Personally, for me, I don't like growing in ground anymore in this area. There's too many grubs. You have to do GrubEx. That's when Department of Agriculture comes in, like with their meat claws. They're ripping at me. I have to get 4 soil tests for the different areas of the grow. And they're like, okay, this area, you got to spend $500 for this. You got to do this, got to do that, got to do that. And then you mix it all up, you rototill it in. Got to get a soil test 1 month later. By that time, the whole damn season's over. Forget it. Container growing. Ocean Forest Fox Farm, boom. That's what it is. They've been tested already. So that's what it is. That's what it is. All right. All right. I added a bunch to the website. I'm going to continue adding. I will personally tell you, I will not rearrange orders. If somebody wanted to add something the other day, I'm like, dude, I got a bunch of those. I'll just throw it in for free. That's fine. I had to open up their package, which was kind of a pain, but I did it. It really wasn't too bad. It really wasn't. Don't let me fool you. But last year, I would throw something on the website. People continuously private message. When's that going to be? When's this? When's that? When's this? When's that? When's this going to be on the site? So I just, as I upload, follow my growth, Jimmy Pickles, follow my growth page on Facebook is where I put most of my stuff for updated. Boom, that's going to be up. 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 Everything should be done by the end of October. I will make an official post, and I promise you, I'll make an official video, official post on multimedia sites that I am done uploading for the season. That will happen most likely in October. I uploaded about 7 types, I think, yesterday. I don't think I'm uploading any more types. I think I'm just adding numbers on it. But I am deseeding some exclusive stuff that I have not shown yet, and some neat stuff. My crosses will not come this year. They'll be in possible next year. Stabilizing it, you know, that's something that I take a lot of pride in. I know I grow. I grow certain things. Okay. I paused because I'm getting a message. It's the cliffhanger. Yes, lunch break is over. Now I'm curious about the messages. Anyway, my numbers dropped down. Now they're back up. But hey, I should go. I got a lot of work to do, like a tremendous. Subscribe, hit that thumbs up. Much love. Share the video. I appreciate everybody here. Ooh.